Hello guys, what's your names?
I'm Rob. I'm Mysterio.
Dave.
Kim.
Matt.
Michael.
Jason. And Jack.
And you're both versions of Captain America?
Yeah, mine's a more recent one where he gave up the mantle of Captain America and became Super Soldier, and he's basically promoted to being their, well, top policeman, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and I'm dressed as Captain America, first time in action, and more or less from the film Captain America.
Have you all come together, this team?
Yes.
Yep. All together.
So whose idea was to put together a Spider-Man, anti-Spider-Man team?
It's mostly mine. It's just everything seems to come together. It's all down to who we can get at the time as well. I mean, Matt there has the perfect build for Kingpin, so there wasn't really any other choice for him. He just happened to shave his head at the right time as well.
So did you cast this group, essentially?
Kind of, yeah. The lizard was something that it's just something we wanted to work on because it was a challenge. You get a lot of people here in spandex and the lycra, but you don't see a lot with the full face masks or full body costumes. So it's something that we've worked on for a while, and it came out really nice.
Putting together your costume, you mean how long you had to make a shield? Can we see that as well? How did you put that one together?
Shield, yeah, this is all handmade. So from a piece of hardwood, some timber, a lot of gold paint, and a lot of various other paints.
I got most of the material from market, some off the internet, other from just fabric stores. This also from the internet. Used to be part of the backpack, modified it. A lot of it's handmade. The only thing which really isn't are the boots and part of this.
Okay, so you tore up a backpack. How many different things over the costumes that you've made over the last conventions have you actually sort of torn up and actually reused, or find just the strangest objects to actually make as part of your costumes?
Most of it's been handmade. You use what you got, really. You don't want to spend too much, just buying stuff to go and do it. You use what you can, try and reuse it. But some of them you just keep because the costumes, you can use them again and again.
Well, more or less, it's use whatever you can find, as Rob said. With these, got gaiters online, but the pouches, the belts and everything, that's all from home or pre-bought from years ago. If you look here, piece of timber, leather belt, strap and the hook. Just stuff you have lying about, really.
So how far back did the idea come for this team?
The lizard itself came from the last event, which was back in October. And it kind of spawned from that, really. So there's a guy here today who was doing a 50th anniversary Spider-Man shoot, and he was asking for anyone with Spider-Man costumes to come along and join in that. Photos will be appearing on Stanley's site, hopefully. But so, yeah, I just rounded a few people up to cosplay for Spider-Man.
And your mum's helping you? You're all doing all the sewing yourself?
I've been doing, well, I've had some people tell me how to sew, but a lot of it tried to do it as best as I can. Have had some help, especially from my brother, who's, especially with all the leather work, he seems rather good at that, strangely. But I think it's a lot easier than you'd actually think. I mean, just give it a go and give it a try, and I think one of the best things is just having your photo taken with, people are asking for your photo. I mean, really, really chuffed when you go and say...
Well, what was that like for the first time you did it then, coming to a convention with your first ever costume, and suddenly people want photographs?
It was...
at first, and I mean, it's like costume contest as well. You kind of get a bit nervous, but eventually you just get used to it, and you have quite an enjoyable time doing it.
Yeah, you just go with it. I mean, you're a bit on the back foot, as it were, but afterwards you just realise that these people are just as excited that you're in costume as you are to be in it.
So did everyone make their own costume? No. It's all you as well? Wow, okay.
I craft foam, cardboard, a lot of duct tape, anything like that. Kim there sews, and Mikey is our painter and airbrusher. So all the artwork is his.
So when you're sewing the costumes, where are you getting these bits and pieces from?
From whatever we can find. From the lion's made from a stuffed toy. This coat was a lab coat, much like that one.
Lab suit, retailing.
My pauldrons have the top of a bread bin in them to keep their shape. It's and anything that we haven't got, we buy material we get from wherever we can. So
when you go to these conventions, are you always trying to come up with something that's completely different?
Try and pick something that you're not going to see multiples of. My other character is Deadpool, and at the May Expo here last year there were 27 Deadpools, all at once. So I'm trying to avoid that one now. And if you Google character and cosplay, you'll find just about everything that's out there. And Mysterio is quite a rare one, really. So there's a few in America, but I've never seen any in the UK. And again, it's very rare you find a good-looking Kraven as well. Anyone who actually has the build to fill out the costume.
Have you discovered maybe another side to yourself then, doing this? More exhibitionist side, or?
I mean, a few people can get quite excited, and they really do get into the roles, and by rightfully so, that's...
Yeah, especially some of the younger children. I mean, you'll see some of them in little costumes, and it's good effort. And then other ones will just come up and they want their picture taking, and they're a bit nervous, and they go get the parents to ask. But it is enjoyable that they're, excited by it, that they're excited by the character itself, and the strange thing is that they know who this is, although it's a rather, well, I'd say, older, mature character.
Well, I mean, yeah, you've got the shield. It becomes obvious who you are. Yours is probably, you have to know a bit more of the Captain America storylines to actually recognise it.
Yeah, I mean,
but then the star,
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives it away in a bit. And especially you see me with him, it kind of alludes a bit more to it. But also some people just know immediately. And it's good when you know that there's someone out there who likes a specific character to you, and they're just pleased that you've done that.
So have you started thinking of ideas for the next one?
Not really.
Thinking maybe next time, as going as Venom, which is going to probably take quite a bit of time and probably latex to go and create that. My brother's trying to make a 7 or 8 foot tall Hulk costume, so that'll be interesting.
Guys, thanks a lot, and good luck in the future.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very
Great
much.
to meet you.
And yes, enjoy the rest of the convention.